come on in and let me know if you're around. If you're on the live, I'd love it if you'd come and join me. Let me know where you're joining me from and how you are today. And if you're on the replay, drop me a little hashtag replay. Let me know what you think of the cards and the tapping. And if you're thinking, cards tapping, what's she on about? Then you might well be new here, and you're really welcome if you are. My name is Emma Starling, and I'm the founder of the Evolved Energetics Academy, of Inner Smile, and of SoulShift. All that to say, I'm completely obsessed with energy work, emotional freedom technique, done in a trauma sensitive and somatic way. And I love helping people feel better naturally, no matter what's going on around them. And that is why I founded almost a decade ago the Daily Tap, which is a way for you to dip a toe into the world of energy and see how it feels in your body when you calm the stress response, the overwhelm, the worry about the upcoming day, and you tune back into the truth of who you are and that settled feeling of, I've got this, I'm okay. So the way that we do this is we pull a card, because it's an easy way to get a message that might relate to more than one person, right? So today I'm using the Oracle of the Seven Energies by Colette Baron Reid. It's a lovely, lovely deck. And we're just going to see what card comes out. But more importantly, when it does, I want you to tune into how you feel about the message. And deeper than that, I want you to tune into what you feel and notice in your body. So as I'm reading out the message, when we finally get it, do you feel some kind of like pull towards it? Do you feel like, yeah, that's a message for me? Do you feel a bit of pushing away, like a bit of resistance? Sorry, it's so hot here, I'm steaming up. Do you feel like a bit of resistance to it? Do you feel a little bit like, yeah, that's not possible for me? Do you notice any self-talk? You know, I can't do that because anything at all. See, it's no good just focusing on the positives in life. That's all well and good, and positive psychology absolutely has a place. And if we don't give a voice to the truth of how we really feel underneath that, it's harder to get through. Our body doesn't believe us, and we don't get into the frequency of the joy, the happiness, the freedom that it is that we're looking for. And we can't make joyful, happy, freedom-filled things happen, right? It's really difficult, and it can feel like you're pushing treacle up a hill. Only yesterday, I jumped on a call with a lovely lady who was feeling overwhelmed and anxious and lots of other things, and it was making her feel pretty incapable. And in the first part of the tapping, she wasn't able to even repeat it back out loud. Halfway through, things started to shift. Her throat started to feel more relaxed, and she started saying it out loud after me. And, you know, the reason that I'm telling you that is because that particular person had been training themselves to stay positive their whole life. And just that small shift of actually saying what was on their mind, the truth of it, whilst doing the tapping, because it depotentiates, therefore like brings down, reduces the intensity of the triggered emotion that goes along with whatever you're feeling, and it rewires the neural pathways so that you can start to think positively, right? It dissolves the unhelpful ones and it helps you to recombobulate new ones. It's much more powerful than people think it is. Okay, if I had a penny or a pound for every time I've heard people in general, and even coaches, mentors, leaders say, well, tapping's nice, but if that's something that you think or say, it's not your fault. And likely it means, I'm just going to say it, that either you haven't been taught it properly or you're not using it right, because it's one of the most powerful tools that I've ever come across in my whole life. Anyway, so let's have a look at what messages we've got today. And I'm not sure where everybody is, because there's nobody joining me on the live yet. So you're obviously all still tucked up in bed or at work, one of the two. So what do we need to know today for our greatest and highest good? Show me clearly, please. Only love and light is allowed in this space. Only positive vibrations to help everybody lift up to that. What do we need to know, please? Thank you. That's the one. We're showing its face. See, what did we just say? So the card that's come out this morning is Quieting the Mind, and it's number 32. 3 and 2 adds up to 5, which is a great number of change in numerology. So it's a lovely card. They're sat meditating. Their chakra column is on fire, if you like. There's sparkles everywhere. So I'm just going to see what this card actually says in the guidebook, but I want you to just go quiet for a moment and pay attention to what you notice in your body. So any sensations, any clenching, any sprinkly tummy, gone past it, any like rejection, kind of like, no, that's not my message, or that's not possible for me. Notice any chitter chatter self-talk as well that comes out when I'm reading this out to you. So quieting the mind. And I will say before we get into the message that if you are a fan of meditation or mindfulness, but you struggle to do it, it's because the thinking mind usually runs away with us, and we could be up in high alpha or even beta, real focused mental energy, cyclical thoughts, maybe even anxiety, panic, and catastrophizing. You are not going to be able to meditate from that place. You're just not. It's not going to land. When you tap, you slow the brain waves down and you reconnect the prefrontal cortex, which gives you discernment, creativity, intuition again. So tapping is the perfect thing to do before you meditate. And it can also be very meditative as well. So let's get into the message. This card talks about meditation as a commitment, the need for silence, peace within despite chaotic outer conditions. It's exactly what I've been talking about, right? Letting go of the monkey mind and mindfulness. And it says, life is chaotic, busy, loud, frenetic, and overwhelming. Some days, all that noise is like the roar of thunder echoing around you, and it feels as if you're being pummeled by a rainstorm. This is why we take vacations, to get away somewhere peaceful. In spite of the surrounding din of the world, today you need to slow down and find a bit of peace. So go ahead and take a breath right now. Make a commitment to be still, if only for 5 minutes. That's exactly what we're doing here. Count your breaths and be mindful of every one of them. Know that you have all the time in the world to do things that need doing, and everything is perfect as it is. These might be some of the panics coming up. You might be thinking to yourself, I can't sit and meditate. I can't quieten the mind. I can't be still. I've got so much to do. Join the club. We all have 24 hours in a day. And when you slow things down, when you click back into your central channel, if you like, it's almost like time slows down or it stretches out, right? Our core beliefs about the world originate in our thoughts and feelings, which then become our perceptions. If our thoughts are all over the place, that's how we will experience the outer world. But what if the outer world didn't matter at all? What if at our centre there was a place that is always calm, where the mind doesn't have a million things to say? Spoiler alert, there is. Where problems and challenges aren't nearly as important as we think they are. Today requires you to take an internal break and go to that silent space to regroup. Meditate on the stillness within. Choose a peaceful mind and nothing else. You will be amazed by how easily everything falls into place once you do. I love that. So have a think about what's coming up for you with that message. Are you feeling like a time pull or a that's not possible for me? My life is different. You don't understand. I get it. I do. We've all been there. And please hear me when I say that this is the God's honest truth, that you can find stillness. The person I was working with yesterday, everything felt like it was against them. They had 30 things to do, all competing priorities, all urgent. And when we dropped into that stillness, that melted away, not in terms of like it doesn't exist anymore, but the intensity of it melted away. And actually the clarity came up about what they actually needed to do, what they needed to focus on. What a gift that is. When you get still and calm and clear, everything falls into place. So let's do that now. So take into your fingers and full responsibility for your own well-being. And what that means is if something that we talk about today triggers you, please work with a professional to resolve it. If that's me, great. If that's not me, great. But just make sure you do that. So we're going to start on the eyebrow point right here and just tap where I tap, say what I say and see how you feel. Wherever life is chaotic, busy, and loud, outside of the eye, I'm being asked to drop below the noise today. Under the eye, to slow down and find a bit of peace. Under the nose. So I take a nice deep breath into my stomach. and on the chin, and take a moment for myself. Collarbones. If my thoughts and feelings are all over the place, under the arm, that's how I'll experience the outside world. Top of the head. So instead, I choose to go to that place within, eyebrow, that's always calm if I need it. Outside of the eye, where my mind doesn't have a million things to say. Under the eye, where problems and challenges aren't as important as I think they are. Under the nose, I'm being asked to take an internal break today. On the chin, and to go to that silent place to regroup. Collarbones, to sit with the stillness within. Under the arm, and choose a peaceful mind and nothing else. Top of the head, allowing everything to fall into place as it should. And then finish on the third eye in the middle of the forehead. So be it, and so it is. Okay, come to a stop, take a nice deep breath. Now, what you've just done is not just tapping in affirmations. We have actually begun to regulate the nervous system, to bring you into parasympathetic rest and digest mode, to stem the flow of cortisol that may have been flowing around your body while you were thinking about everything you had to do today, everything that felt overwhelming. We've slowed the brain waves down a little bit. You might feel now a little bit lighter, a little bit clearer, like you can think straight. Let me know in the comments. I would love to know your experience. You might also be itching, twitching, burping, sighing, crying, laughing, sneezing. There's all sorts of things that start to happen when you start shifting the energy and it starts moving more freely around the body. When we tap, we send an electromagnetic signal across the skin to the amygdala, so you can feel really itchy. It's really normal. And you might yawn, you might even cry. All of it is great. All of it's normal. All of it is a release. But today we are really being called to be still, to go deep, and to just notice and listen for the guidance that's within us. We can't hear that when we're stressed and frenetic. It just isn't possible to access it. So if at any point today you feel stressed, overwhelmed, overloaded, or even just the tiniest bit tired, or like, I don't know what to do next, confused, do yourself a favor and come back to either this video or any of the 9 years worth of videos that is on my Evolved Energetics business page. You will thank yourself. And if you do this every day, hence the reason it's called the Daily Tap, you will see a huge uptick in your relaxation levels, in your ability to bounce back, your resilience. Your immune system will be up to 60% more healthy and more resilient. You'll sleep better. You'll feel better. You'll wake up without the alarm. Aches and pains might even disappear. I'm not saying you'll heal things, but when you put your body back in this state of calm, balance, in homeostasis, it normally has the capacity to heal itself. There are caveats to that, obviously. So if you enjoyed this today, and I hope that you did, please let me know in the comments below. And I would love it if you have liked and followed my page or subscribed to my YouTube channel. Wherever you are consuming this, please make sure that you followed me. And I would love it if you would share it with somebody, either by directly sharing the link, or you can tag them in the comments below if you think that it might be helpful to them. And if you would love to learn how to do this more, or you would like to attend the Trailblazer portal, which is my low-cost event, is just £22 for 3 one-hour sessions with me in my magic Zoom room. We're doing that next week, 20th, 21st and 22nd of August, ending on the new moon in Virgo. I am a Virgo, so it's very apt. And I'm going to show you how to use this kind of energy work to get really clear on the blocks that are holding you back in your business from playing a bigger game. Connect your desires and your visions so that you feel like it's within reach, and look at your toolkit as well and your skill set and see, without shame or finger pointing or any of that, where have you got an opportunity to upskill, right? So if that sounds of interest to you, put portal in the comments below. And likewise, if you would like more in-depth tapping with your feelings, your story, your situation taken into account, you could always join my ongoing membership, The Cocoon. We get together twice a week, every Monday and Friday, and I also do a monthly masterclass to teach you a deeper tool that you can use to build your ability to regulate your own nervous system, right? So it's a beautiful membership, and that's £33 a month or $330 for a whole year, saving you 2 months worth of membership. So if you'd like that, put Cocoon in the comments. Otherwise, I will be seeing you. Oh, and don't forget, thirdly, my 48-hour sale is still on. You can get nearly £1,200 worth of my courses for just £149. And if you wanted a bolt-on one-to-one breakthrough session with me as well, that's just another £149. So for £298, you can get an hour with me and 7 of my most powerful courses that have been either retired or revamped for 10% of the price. Put courses below if you want the link for that. Other than that, I'm going to leave you today. Have a great one. I'm going to get these dogs walked before it gets too hot. It's so hot in here, I can't even put my glasses on. So have a lovely day, whatever it is you're doing, and I will see you again tomorrow.